1960. And this book, I know that was a long time ago, but this book depicts life in a small town in the Deep South, in Macomb, Alabama. And the central characters in the book are the Finch family. The father, Atticus, is a lawyer. He has 2 children. Jem is the son. He's about 10 when the book starts. Scout, the daughter, is about 6. He's a widower. His wife died when the kids were really small. He has a housekeeper, cook, governess. Her name is Calpurnia. And so they're the central family, the central characters. They also have a friend, Dill, and Dill comes every summer. Dill's parents are divorced, and he comes and spends the summer with them and stays with his aunt. So the 3 kids are very good friends. Now, this book takes place in 1935, which was about 80 years ago. So there was no social media, there was no Xbox, there was no iPad, iPhone, so kids had to be creative. Kids played a lot outside, they had to invent games. So the book is about this town, about this community, about the neighbors, about extended family. And there's one neighbor that they're really fascinated by, and his name is Boo Radley. And Boo got into trouble when he was in high school. He stole the car, he did some other stuff, and rather than his family having him sent away to a juvenile detention center, they kept him at home. And the father said he'll never get in trouble again. And after after this happened, no one ever saw him again. So the 3 kids, Jem, Scout, and Dill, are really fascinated by Boo. And so they go to his house, they try to get him to come out, they leave stuff on the front porch, they knock on his window, trying to get him to come out, because no one's seen him in like 13, 14 years. So they can't get him to come out. But really, at the core of this book is a trial. And the trial involves a black man, his name is Tom Robinson, who was accused by a white woman, Mariella Ewell, of assaulting her. And Atticus, the kid's father, who is a lawyer, is appointed to defend Tom Robinson. So they have the trial, and any trial is like a mystery, like a detective story, because you don't know all the details. You don't know what happened. So this all comes out during the trial. And Atticus, knows he has to defend this man. He knows what the town is like. It's a small town in the Deep South. People are prejudiced. People get violent. There's some hypocrisy. This is long before the voters, the Civil Rights Act, long before Martin Luther King. So, Atticus, proves that Tom Robinson did not commit this crime, did not assault Mariella. But the case goes to a jury. Unfortunately, the jury finds that Tom Robinson is guilty, even though he's not. And he goes to prison. He's devastated. Atticus tells him, I'm going to appeal the case and we're going to win. And Tom is just can't get used to prison. So he tries to escape. He tries to climb over a wall. He gets shot and killed. So the title of the book, To Kill a Mockingbird is a bird that all it does is sing. It doesn't bite people. It doesn't attack crops. It just sings beautifully. So the analogy they make is that Tom Robinson is really the mockingbird, because he wasn't guilty of this crime. He got convicted and he died. And there's something that happens beyond this, which I really don't want to go into detail about. Maella's, the woman that accused him, the white woman that accused him, her dad is mad. He feels that he's very poor family. They live by the garbage dump. His wife is dead. He's got 8 kids. Maella's the oldest. He feels that Atticus should not have taken this case on. He feels that the family was depicted poorly. So he wants to get back at Atticus. So something happens at the end of the book, which I'm not going to go into detail about. But it is really a good book. It won the Pulitzer Prize, which is the highest prize a fiction work can win. It was voted by librarians across the U.S. as best novel of the 20th century. So I really hope that you guys will pick the book up and read it.
What grade did you have to read it in?
7th.
I had to read it in 9th.
7th.
I got to read it in 9th.
Yeah, and I went to a Catholic school, and not only did we read the book, they brought the movie in. They showed the movie to the whole 7th grade. The movie is really good. Yeah, great impact.
Another book movie one too, where the movie is better than the book, or the book is better than the movie, but the movie is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Mrs. Huber would not have been here if she didn't really, really love this book, right?
Yes.
She's not going to come into the classroom and talk to someone about a book she didn't like.